Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you always happy and safe every time, everywhere. For the first, let me introduce myself and my team. I am Dhiffa Trisna as the moderator and the first speaker. Ikrima as the second speaker, Vanya as the third speaker, as the fourth speaker, and Zidan for the last speaker. Today, we are going to give a short presentation about climate change. Our presentation divided into several sections. For the first, we will explain about the definition of climate change. Second, we will explain about how climate change can happen. Third, we will explain about the factors can influencing the climate change. Fourth, we will explain about why are we starting to feel the effect of climate change. And for the last, we will explain about the effect of climate change. The definition of climate change is a change in the physical condition of the atmosphere, including temperature and distribution of rainfall, which has a wide impact on various sectors of human life. Climate change occurs over a very long period of time. Climate change is often used interchangeable with the term global warming. Even though the phenomenon of global warming is only part of climate change, because climate parameters are not only temperature, but there are other related such as precipitation, cold condition, wind, and solar radiation.
According to the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, climate change occurs due to increasing concentration of carbon dioxide gas and other gases in the atmosphere that cause greenhouse gas effect. The United Nations defines that the cause of global climate change either directly or indirectly to be influenced by human activities, thereby changing the composition of the global atmosphere and natural climate variability over comparable time periods. Then, how is the process of climate change happening? Solar radiation that enters the Earth in the form of short waves that penetrate the Earth's atmosphere then turns into long waves when it reaches the Earth's surface. After reaching the Earth's surface, some of the waves are reflected back into the atmosphere. But unfortunately, not all long waves that are reflected back by the Earth can penetrate the atmosphere into outer space because they are blocked and absorbed by gases in the atmosphere called greenhouse gases. This natural event is known as greenhouse effect. Problems arise when human activities cause a significant increase in greenhouse gas concentration, thereby causing an accumulation of heat in the atmosphere that affect the global climate system. This causes an increase in the average temperature of the Earth, which is known as global warming. Global warming ultimately causes climate change, or rather change in several climate variables, air temperature, and rainfall.
Factors that influence climate change include the greenhouse effect occurs due to increased pollution such as carbon dioxide and methane. Increased pollution due to carbon dioxide and methane is mostly caused by human activities. Increased emissions such as deforestation, burning of waste, burning of oil, coal, and gases that produce nitrous oxide and carbon dioxide. The use of CFC gas is a gas that can rub against the ozone layer so that it can cause damage and depletion of the ozone layer. An example is the use of air conditioning.
Climate change effects are becoming increasingly visible. This is caused by an increasingly in human activity that produce a carbon dioxide emission of carbon that threatens the world. In the form of temperature rise that result in a catastrophic increase in the composition of the global atmosphere and unnatural climate variability over a comparable period of time. Carbon emission come from the industrial world, the use of electricity, the use of oil, fuel vehicles, and much more. The more carbon emission that result the greenhouse effect will accelerate.
Climate change is a process that has a negative impact on our lives on Earth. For example, damage to ecosystem, drought, floods, food shortage, spread of disease, causing the melting of polar ice caps, and other natural disaster. Climate change also causes warming of the Earth's temperature, rising sea levels, flooding and storm. because climate change will bring major change to the habitats as a natural home for various species of animals, plants, and various other organisms. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.